What's going on, Muscle Monsters? Align Gonzalez here, and today I want to talk about something that I don't really ever talk about, right? I want to talk about social media. So this is more of a rant than an educational video, right? Just giving my opinion on the whole social media and people being fake and people social media being a highlight reel of their life and things like that. Okay, so I saw a post that kind of suggested that most people who are in great relationships or look like they're in great relationships online or are successful or whatever, that a lot of the time it's bullshit and behind the scenes. Either the relationship is dysfunctional or the business is not succeeding or things like that, right? Now, that also is very subjective, in my opinion, okay? Because we can't just automatically assume that just because fuckers are happy on social media, that they're dysfunctional in real life, right? But here's my point. Here's my thing. In a world where negativity is so loud, why would we discourage people from sharing positivity? Why does it matter or bother you so much to see someone else succeeding, right? Whether they're succeeding or not, I don't really think that fucking matters. I think what really matters is how you take that, right? For example, if I see someone succeeding, right? Maybe somebody I grew up with and they're posting and seems like their life is great, okay? And I'm at my job or whatever, right? I work from home and I have my own business and things are good. But let's just say I fucking worked a shitty job and I hated it, okay? And I'm at my job and I'm hating it and I'm seeing their post and I become cynical, right? I say, you know what? My life sucks. Look at so and so, he's doing great. All these things, whatever. I can either, again, be a fucking cynic, or I could use that to motivate me. Say, damn, I went to school with this guy. Maybe I should reach out, see how I can do something similar, or whatever, right? When you are letting someone else's life or how they portray it online affect how you feel about yourself, you're just insecure, okay? And I understand that people are insecure and people have their own issues and things like that. But quite frankly, if that's the case, you need to man the fuck up, okay? There's always going to be people out there that do better than you. There's always going to be people out there who aren't doing as good as you, but that shouldn't matter to you. You should, number one, always want to see others succeeding. When you become a cynic and it bothers you to see other people winning at life, you're a piece of shit, okay? Now, I do understand that there are scams out there or people who are purposely trying to portray certain images in order to get your money, things like that. But call me an optimist because I don't think that that's the majority, right? I do think, obviously, that there's people out there doing these things, but I don't think people are dumb enough to fall for it, right? And if you are, it's your fucking fault, right? You're not being a critical thinker, all right? Because it's not that hard or difficult to weed out the fakes. It's very simple. And we'll go back to relationships. We see these relationships and we're like, relationship goals or whatever, because there's a couple and, they love each other or whatever. Why does that bother you? Right? Why does that bother you? Don't you want to see your friends happy or other people happy? Would you expect them to post pictures of them arguing on the internet? Would you do it? Probably not, right? You wouldn't go to your grandfather's house or your grandmother's house and look through their photo album and see pictures of, hey, this is when I was working at wherever and I was fucking miserable. This is me at another day's work. No, you see them on vacation. You see them at birthday parties with their friends having fun. That's what you see. And the current state of social media is just that, right? Modern day photo album. Okay? We have social media, or a lot of people do, because it allows us to share the moments of our lives that we're happy about, not the moments that we're fucking depressed about, or where we hate life, or where things are going shitty, all right? Because when things are bad at home, the last thing you want to do is, one, let the whole world know, and two, remind yourself that that shit was happening, okay? It's just silly to me to think that people are going to post anything other than the good things that are happening in their lives. Now, I do understand that there's certain circumstances, right, where you're faking it, and that's a bit different, right? But at the end of the day, don't be a fucking cynic. Don't assume that just because people are posting a highlight reel of their life, that your life sucks. They've got normal shit going on in the background too. They just don't post about it, right? And who knows? Maybe they look at your life, your Instagram feed, and say, damn, that person seems really happy with their new house and their kids and their dog or whatever, you know? But my main message, I guess, even though this is just kind of a rant, is, you know, don't worry about what everyone else has got going on, all right? And if they're your friends, even acquaintances, shit, even if you don't know them, and they seem to be happy and doing well, be happy for them. Don't be shitty or cynical just because you feel inferior, right? Because you feeling inferior is not helping anybody. You feeling a certain negative way about what these people are posting is not helping you, okay? Instead, look at it in the reverse. Be happy for them. Be motivated and inspired by what they're showing. And don't be concerned with whether or not it's a front or a fake or a show. That doesn't fucking matter, because you're never going to know. So what is the point of caring, right? Don't let someone else's life and what they've got going on affect you or impact you in a negative way. It makes no sense. Either ignore it, be happy for them, or use it as motivation for your own self, right? But do not be a cynic. Once you're a cynic and you assume everybody's lying or that you're shitty, you lose, period. Okay? So that's just my take. I'm sure there will be tons of different opinions, and that's fine, right? Because there's so many other ways to look at it, and it also depends on the context, right? Because now we got guys online selling business coaching, and they're showing you their new Lamborghini that they rented and things of that nature. But you also have guys who are offering business coaching without the quotes, right? It's real business coaching, and they really own that Lambo, and they really bought it cash, right? So instead of saying everybody with a Lambo flaunting money selling business coaching is a fraud, be a critical thinker. And if you figure out or assume that someone is lying, do it because you thought critically, not because you just judged, right? Because if you just judged and assumed, then you're being a cynic. But if you put all the pieces together and it just didn't make sense for you, then let it be, okay? So that's pretty much it, guys. Just my take on negativity versus positivity in a social media world. Don't fucking worry about what everyone else has got going on. Look at life from a positive view, right? Not a negative. Don't be a cynic. And if someone out there you know is posting fake shit, right? You know the relationship is shitty, but they're posting only the good things. Just understand. No one wants to be reminded of the negativity in their life. They've got enough of it already going on in the background. And number two, this is their photo album. When they look back at their life, they don't want to remember the fight they had with their boyfriend or the day they got fired from that job. They want to remember the vacation they took. They want to remember the new car they bought. And that's their prerogative, okay? So don't be a cynic. Look at things from a positive view, and don't judge. Be a critical thinker. Talk soon.